So today I'm going to be making some empanadas. I have already made my sofrito. So I'm going to be using ground beef, the empanada discs. Got some garlic here, some sazon goya, an onion. We're going to chop that. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of the tomato paste. Cut up maybe half a cup of roasted red peppers, olives to liking, as well as onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, and ground cumin. That will be to the liking of your taste. So I roughly chopped up about 5 garlic cloves and a medium-sized onion, just roughly chopped, and we're going to add that to our olive oil, and we will mix that later on with the meat, the chopped meat. And once the onions and the garlic are translucent, I roughly chopped up some roasted red peppers, probably about a quarter of a cup, and we're going to mix that all together as well. Also adding a tablespoon of tomato paste. Now I'm adding about almost 3 pounds, 2 3/4 chopped meat, and we're going to let that blend in with the ingredients we put in. Once the meat is partially cooked through, again we're going to add the adobo, salt, and garlic powder. I added a little bit of ground cumin, about a tablespoon, and this is to taste. And once the meat starts cooking, you could actually just keep tasting it and add the spices to your liking. And we'll go ahead and add our sazon goya. I'm adding 1 packet. And I roughly chopped up about 10, 12 green olives. If you don't like olives, you can omit that part. And we're going to just stir that up, and I'll be back. Next, I added about 2 tablespoons of my homemade sofrito, and I'm just going to stir that up and let it cook down for a little while, and then we'll drain this meat so that we can prepare our empanadas. And while you're doing this, just make sure your discs are out and defrosting. You could also defrost them little by little in the microwave. So I have some 4 discs out here just to show you, and I already drained the meat. So I'm going to now show you just to fill them. Just eyeball it, and I hold it in my hand, and I put some meat in the mixture there. I'm going to fold it over, and with your fingertips just press lightly on the defrosted discs, and then we'll just get a fork and press down to seal that dough so the mixture doesn't come out while frying. So you want to get your frying pan ready. I'm using just some vegetable oil, and they should look like. I'll do one more here, and then we'll start frying. Just fold them over. It's okay if some spills out. Press with fingers just to seal it. Get your fork and press down on the dough. You can use one of those empanada makers, or try that, but I find that it cuts off a lot of the dough and kind of makes them smaller. So this is how I do it, handmade. Now we'll get ready to fry them up. Also, there's another way you could seal them if you don't want to use the fork method, and you can just pinch them over. My dough is kind of drying out. Just pinch them over like this. If your dough dries out on the edges like this is starting to do, you can just wet them a little bit. I don't like this method because of that, and this isn't really coming out that great. But you can try that as well, and they come out a little rigid. So we're frying these up. Once they start getting a little golden brown on one side, we're going to flip them over and continue frying. And there we have the finished product. You can enjoy that with some cilantro, make your own sauce, or even some sour cream. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.